Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Killings Arms here, back in another video, and today I have another ration review for today. And this one is another meal cold weather ration. This will be a menu number 5, chicken and rice. Last video I did the Mexican style chicken and rice, and that was kind of almost like a chili. So I'm kind of curious if this chicken and rice here will be a little bit similar, or if it will be just chicken and rice like I intended to think it would be. So there is a date on the bottom here. Don't know if y'all can see that, but it reads the 214th day of 2019. So we are going to open this up and see what we have inside. There's a peelable seal on the top. Hopefully I can get this opened. Alright, I'm gonna have to use a blade. And that's all that's inside. So, move this. Alright, without further ado, let's check everything out. So we have some chicken and rice. And that's going to have about 2 cups of water. But as always, we are going to add less than that, so it'll be a little bit more thicker. We have a Bridgeford filled French toast. We have an accessory packet, we'll look at that in a moment. Some cheddar cheese pretzels, or combos. We have a cran raspberry flavored First Strike bar. We have an emery spoon. We have some chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder. And we have our accessory packet. So let's check what's in here. We have some regular Tabasco sauce. We have some emery gum. We have some Bill's Brew freeze-dried coffee. We have some non-dairy creamer, some sugar, a moist towelette. Oh, I'm sorry. Sugar, a moist towelette, and some white tip matches. Alright, now that's everything. Let's get this all onto a tray. Alright, nice. Now that we have everything onto the tray, let's start getting everything opened up. But first we are going to get our main that requires 16 ounces of hot water. We are going to get this fully heated up. And you can kind of hear the vacuum seal of that, so that sounds pretty nice. And the chicken and rice looks like chicken and rice. And this one kind of looks like we have bigger pieces of some chicken in it, where I like the other one where I didn't really see much chicken. We got some peppers, it looks like, in there, some tomatoes. So let's get some hot water into that, and we will put this to the side. So this actually asks for about 16 ounces, but as you all know, I will be adding less than that, just so it can reconstitute, and we can always add more water if needed. But look at that, it's already reconstituting quickly. So we are going to let this reconstitute. And it says to reconstitute and wait about 10 so minutes but of course those times usually are longer, so we are going to let this sit for about 15-20 minutes to the side. And while this is fully reconstituting, and yeah, I'm gonna open up everything else here. Alright, now while that is reconstituting, let's get everything else onto the tray. First I'm gonna try and open up this cran raspberry flavored bar. Nothing special, it's just a cran raspberry flavored first strike bar. Let's open up these cheddar cheese filled pretzels or combos. And let's open up that filled French toast. I think that's the first time I've seen a Bridgeford item in a cold weather. I mean, we've only had 2. This would be our second one so far. So, can I eat that? Definitely smells like French toast. And we're gonna also have that chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage base. Now I had a comment tell me that I should add a little bit at a time, and then add some water, and then do the same thing again. So that is what I'm going to do. Gonna add a little bit at a time, just so I don't overfill it. Alright, now that we have everything laid out, we are going to wait for our main to fully heat up, constitute, and cook. And then we will try everything else along with it. So I'll be right back when it's all done. Alright, we're back. This is now fully reconstituted, and now we are going to open this up. I did leave a little bit of piece of tape, or if you don't have tape, you could use a paper clip, but I do not actually have that. Look at all that goodness in there. So it is hot, so you do have to be careful. There's still a bunch in there, but that's all that I'm going to be able to fit in there. Alright, let's dig in. So we have some pieces of corn, we have some peppers, some carrots, some pieces of potato and chicken. So let's just get a big, let's get a bigger one actually. I see a piece of chicken there. Alright, let's try it out. Wow, that's much better. You know, one thing I don't kind of know, I'm kind of curious of, is why they don't put salt in these. You know, I'm not saying that this needs salt, but for those that do want to have, they might want to put some salt in there if they need. Oh, you got some really big chicken pieces. Let's move on and try the cran raspberry ranger bar. It's almost like taffy. Let's try it out. A little bit tartness, a little bit of sweet. It is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, nothing special. Cran raspberry ranger bar. Now let's try some of those cheddar cheese combos. That's actually pretty good. I'm kind of curious if adding a bunch to this will actually be good. Let's just actually try it, because kind of curious. Adding those pretzels to that was amazing. Kind of wish there was more of this. You could kind of make it a little bit more thicker. And also it adds a little bit of crunch, and they also have the cheese in the middle that you can add to it. Now we're going to try the filled French toast. Pretty soft to the touch. And as most of these sandwiches from Bridgeford, they're not always filled, but it's not what we're here for. We're here if it tastes good. Soft, sweet. I'm going for another bite actually. That's really good. And to be honest, I've seen in some rations that those are in. Same thing as some that were in the Minotaur Trading Company rations. The older ones, you had a bunch of those filled French toasts. If you really had to extend your calories to an extent, then you can actually add one of these. And the good thing I like about it being a filled French toast, you can actually see some bits of actual maple syrup. So now we're going to wash it down with our cocoa hazelnut beverage base. I could have added a little bit less water, but that's really good. Though, having chocolate and hazelnut as a cocoa beverage base mixed together, I prefer to have them like separate. Comes a little bit too much overpowering for me, but it's not bad at all. But that's it for right now. We're going to finish this up and we're back for recap. Alright, we're back for recap here. And overall, this ration was pretty simple and pretty tasty. There's not really much anything that I can say that was bad about this ration. Of course, I have said the cocoa, chocolate, and hazelnut beverage base was okay, but it wasn't overly bad. It was just chocolate and hazelnut didn't really mix well with me on that. But if you ever get this ration and you end up getting those cheddar cheese combos, I do recommend that you add those and crush them up into the chicken and rice. It's pretty good actually. Nice crunch to it. The cheese actually helped balance the chicken and rice. The chicken and rice itself was very creamy. Rice was soft. Chicken was a little bit chewy, had a light, nice bite to it. Filled French toast, same thing. It was very soft, chewy, and kind of filling. Along with the cran raspberry ranger bar, nice tautness, a little bit of sweetness, very chewy. Kind of reminds me of Laffy Taffy, since it's so difficult to tear apart and eat. But overall, that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and put on post notifications down below so you do not miss out on future videos and rations that I try out and post. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day, guys.